So last time we left off, we had the guy with prediction aiming. So today, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna make sure that the enemy gets to see us or not through walls and stuff. So before, what we had was like a little frustum, and if we were inside the square, he's gonna detect us immediately. So, and if I were to play it, as long as I'm inside the square, even though he's not looking at me, he already knows I exist. So he's just gonna go through everything and start attacking us, right? And then he's just gonna shoot us, etc, etc, and our health is dropping. Alright, so how are we gonna fix this? What we're gonna do is actually we're gonna change a few things. The first thing first is our inside frustum. We're gonna change that to something more visible. I'm gonna remove this because we never used it. Instead of is inside frustum, let's just say is visible, so it's more definite for us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this, so is visible, and we're just gonna change it wherever we wrote this. Alright, with that changed, the next thing we're gonna do is actually the moment he's inside our area, our bounds, we're gonna draw a line, and once we draw the line, it's gonna tell us whether the first thing we captured is our object or not, right? So we're gonna do that, and to do that, we actually need a world intersection pointer. So let's add that. Now this is literally just so we can have the intersection working. I wonder if there's another overload, but for now we're just going to use this. World pointer equals to Unigine world intersection create. Alright, and now it creates us intersection and gives us a pointer for it. So over here we're gonna have a bit more logic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be saying first we captured the object, so let's capture, so let's do a Unigine object pointer and we call it X for now, right? And for that we're going to use our world intersection, and it's going to ask us for 2 points between our vectors. So one's a vector p0 and a vector 3p1. We're going to use the node get world position, alright, and main character get world. Alright, then it's going to ask us for a mask. We're just going to use 1. Oh, and it looks like it doesn't need that, so we can remove that. Okay, so now we have this object, and it has a line between this and that, and then there's the object, the first thing that gets intersected between these lines. Now, so what we're going to do is we're just going to write a simple if function, and we're going to say if that else this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So now we know that we get the line. So if we're inside, we get a line. Alright, and then if x equals to, or what we can do is x get name. It'll be a little easier because we can check that all the time. Main character get child number 0 get name. Now the reason why we're doing get child's name is if we go into our main character, you'll notice that we don't really have an intersection, but we have a physics intersection. But we're not looking for a physics intersection at all. We're looking for a regular intersection. Our shooter, on the other hand, does have an intersection mask, and it's 1. So we can actually just use that. We're being a little lazy here, but it gets the job done, right? So if the object that we captured has the same name as the object that we have, then the visibility is true. Else it's false, and then everything would run exactly the same way. Right? We can also draw a line, but I'm too lazy. Or actually, alright, now we have a line gets us the line, and that should be everything. I'm pretty sure I didn't mess up anything else. Anyways, let's check it out. So now let's just get our gun just in measuring cases. So now we're inside here. He's going to his point, and we'll let him get there and then do his movement. So now that's his iron thingy. He's patrolling. And let's actually stand right here because he will get through it. Alright, so now it's gonna check, and as you can see, it's taking a line between the node and the frustum, and since we're not there, he didn't detect us at all. And right now, we didn't do any sound or anything, but let's just say he's a pure visual learner. So, got our object, bam, he figured us out. And now he's trying to still shoot us because we didn't do more logic. But as you can see, damn, he's looking at us. Now he's searching for us, and he found us. Okay, but anyways, we're still gonna have to fix a bit of it. But the main thing is we managed to make sure that where he's looking at and how visible it is, and whether he can actually see us or not. So in our case right now, he won't be able to see us on the other side of the wall. Oh, there you go. So right here, we're right here. He can't see us, even though we're literally on the other side of the wall. Okay, so our detection thing is working perfectly fine. Now we're gonna have to just adjust a few things over here, and I'm not sure what I want to adjust, but it's probably gonna be something over here. And yeah, but the main thing is we managed to get our world or our character over here to adjust to us properly. So we can just let's just do a 90-degree turn. Alright, and now we have another, and now we can actually have like another path and then another monster, etc, etc, and then we can make a whole level with 4 or 5 enemies, and then the next episode we can do something like if one enemy is triggered, they all come running to it or something. But yeah, this was a little quick one, how to get the enemy to make sure you're not, or how to make sure that the enemy is not looking through the wall or looking through obstacles. And this is the easy way, or like your own coded way. There are better versions, and if we go into our intersections, we'll notice that they have something called the game intersections. Now the game intersection is the one that we're going to be using later on, or maybe just in a few, or maybe next tutorial we'll use the game intersection, which it takes inside a volume and it checks for obstacles, and it finds the A star, or I wonder if it is the A star pathfinding, but it has its own pathfinding logic, and it will try to get the object to get there while avoiding obstacles. So we're going to be using that for our next episode. This one's more of like a classic floating object, which is also what's it called, through collisions. But anyways, so after that I will leave you guys for next episode. Until then, goodbye.